Welcome back to the pajama party. Welcome back to the pajama party. Welcome back to the pajama party. Welcome back, back, back. Hey, welcome back. Hey, welcome back. Her. Okay. All right. We're gonna be censored. Hello, gang. Welcome back to the place to be, the pajama party. I hope you had a great week, okay? I hope you had a great weekend. I hope the blessings have been blessing, okay? I hope you've gotten and are getting so much rest. I hope you're loving these temperatures because fall is coming to kiss us on the face, and I cannot wait. All right, the sun has been beaming in Texas, and I know everybody's like, oh, it's so high in other parts of the world. Listen, the Texas heat is a different type of heat. All right, just like Texas cold is a different type of cold. Now that one I don't know if that's true or not, but all I do know is the heat is brutal out here on the streets of Texas. But really, though, I hope everybody's being safe in the sun. Please hydrate. All right. If you're thirsty, get you some water. All right. You can drink the soda later. Get you some nice, crisp H2O and go on the go. Okay. So, once again, please go and check out my TikTok. You don't have to, but just if you want to, I have content there. I have new series, and like I say, my face paint videos are there. Now the spoopy season is swinging in. I'm trying more video creating effects of like dark themes, and you know what I'm saying, other little designs, and I'm really excited. Like, I'm so excited to see how the Lord is shaping up my content and like helping me out, because starting, oh man, I never thought I'd be here, and like truly, as this moment is coming full circle for me, it is just kind of crazy to see, how much I've grown, and just, have perked up in the last couple of months. So yes, go check it out, please, and thank you if you want to, but if not, that's okay as well. So, our woman of the week, her name is Peggy Ann Freeman. She was known professionally as Dun Dunya Lay Luna. Now, she was the first black woman ever to be on Vogue. Now, let me just pause and say, I did not even know about this lady. And like, I've seen this picture on Vogue, but I didn't know it was her. So what happened was, I was on TikTok. Yes, TikTok tells you information. And apparently there's going to be this HBO movie that's streaming about her. And okay, so this lady, let me go back cuz I didn't even put this. She was born on August 31st. Whoop whoop, August babe. August 31st, 1945, and she died on May 17th, 1979. First of all, baby, rest in peace. That is such a small time, excuse me, to be alive. And people are like, no, it's not. That's only 30 some years. That's the point, okay? This is 34 years of life, and I am 27. So to me, that is such a short lifetime. Every day is a blessing. Please be grateful for every breath that like you take, because a lot of people out here ain't taking no breaths, like, or like they literally just took their last breath. But I don't want to turn this into a dark and depressive episode. Not, no, okay. We are happy and vibing out. So, anyways, she was a supermodel, Miss Danya Lay Luna, and this HBO series that's coming out is basically like people talking about her discovery and how she came to be. Also, welcome back on the podcast. I haven't said it, but welcome back. You see, we got the audio back up, okay? I'm so sorry that I was lacking. But yes, Miss Danya, she was a supermodel, and it just really, the show talks about what she went through and like the racism that she faced, and basically how it was hard for her to if I don't stop saying basically, how it was hard for her to essentially, there we go, get a big break. And, just the struggles that she faced with being a black woman and how beautiful she was and just her life. So I can't remember when it's supposed to stream, but it's on HBO. You should go check it out if you have the HBO app. If you're like me and you don't have the HBO app, you get to learn these random facts right here with me via TikTok and YouTube. Sit in the corner with me. Okay, this is a question I want to ask you guys. Is it hard for you to receive compliments? Somebody got to be talking about me because the ear is hurting. Hello. But has it ever been hard for you to receive a compliment? So, what brought this question up is here recently, lately at church, a lot of people have been complimenting me, and I am not used to it. Like, I am not used to the compliments. I am not used to being told, like, how beautiful or pretty I am. Like, I'm not used to that by anybody. I have really lived a life where I feel like compliments have been lacking. Or, like, I'll get one or two people, but to have multiple people, I guess, in a day tell me, and I really hope that this does not sound like conceited. Like, I always worry that I sound low key conceited when I ask questions like this, and it's not a bad thing, and it's not that I don't like the compliments, because one lady was like, it gives me joy to compliment you, so don't take that joy from me. And I was like, it gives me joy to receive the compliments, but I am just not used to it. And, like, I think this one lady, she just completely flabbergasted me because she looked at me and she was like, you're a very beautiful girl. No, she said you're so pretty, and then she did a double take and she looked at me and she goes, wow, such a beautiful girl. And I was just like, who, me? Like, me? Me? And I always tell my best friend, like, I don't want to get cocky or proud, because listen, the Lord has had to work on me and have his hand of mercy upon me, all right? Because I was a wreck last year around this time, all right? I was about to encounter one of the worst heartbreaks in my life, and I still was not getting it together with my looks. And it's been a journey to get here. So I am grateful, that I to have that confidence. And I guess above all, I'm grateful to be free. Like, I feel like what people see on me is my freedom, is my happiness, is me taking care of myself, is me being gentle to myself. So what am I saying, friends? Self-love is important. Okay, take care of yourself. Take care of your mental. Be gentle with yourself. Be kind on yourself and love on yourself. Because, baby, if you do not love on you, first of all, how are you going to let others love on you? And why would you let others love you? Not why, but, like, if, in all seriousness, if you do not love yourself and put yourself first, you're not going to know what it looks like from another person. You're not going to know what genuine love is, and you're going to take anything from everybody. Don't be like that, because as a girl who has taken everything from everybody, it gets tiresome. All right, you learn a lot of hard lessons that you didn't have to learn if you would have just got it together. But with that being said, I just want to know, like, are you a person where you like, girl, I've been getting compliments since I came out the womb? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or do you understand the feeling of it? Because it's just one of those things, like I say, it happens so much sometimes that I'm just like, I cannot believe this. But I will tell y'all, I feel like the highest compliment I have been given, and I forgot to talk about this on the Real Bible Stories. How funny. But this lady, I met this lady at church when I was leaving on Sunday. I'm not going to release her name, but it was her first time attending the church service, and she shook my hand like I was getting ready to leave, and we just so happened to look at each other because she was sitting on the row where I was at, which was even more like baffling because there was a guy there who I guess left or moved to sit somewhere else. I don't know what happened. Maybe he was still there and I just didn't catch him. But This lady shook my hand and she was like, I just want to tell you that your singing is so beautiful and so heartfelt. This is my first time ever coming to church and I will be back. And y'all, she hadn't even heard the preacher yet. You know, like she had said it was because I sang. And like, I just feel so grateful because Lord knows singing and worshiping him has been all I've ever wanted to do, you know. In everything I do, I want to reverence him. I want him to be the cornerstone, like the beginning and the end, you know, like he is everything. So for him to be used in me and like for his glory and love to just shine through the place, it sent me to the moon. And there is no greater feeling on earth than to feel like you have helped lead somebody to Jesus or at least back to another church service, you know, because we all need that, man. And you know, my voice is a gift that I struggle with, not even always knowing if I was good at it or if I should keep it up. Because a lot of people have made me feel like I should just pack it up and not quit my day job. And, you know, it has been hard to believe and really trust in my voice and in myself. And so to have that moment and to have somebody be like, nah, baby girl, you like your heartfelt worship is doing this for me. Yeah, I'm just so grateful. And I just had to share that testimony with y'all because I've never been told that before. And I honestly, I count it all joy. I count it all to God. It was nothing I did. It was everything that that man is doing in me. But I am so happy to be a vessel and to be used by him the way that I am. So yeah, I just, do you just sit in the corner and tell me, do you do the compliments? I mean, I want to be complimented. Don't get me wrong. I feel like compliments will get you far with me. Like, yes, I was telling my friend, praising is my downfall. Because if you're going to praise me and tell me, like, how beautiful I am and how much of a good girl I am and just everything good that I am and what a good job I did and just great and all this stuff, I'm going to just I'm gonna do whatever you want. And I feel like that's why the Lord has to limit me on who can praise me or and not even praise me. So sorry, Lord, to say it like that, but who can compliment me, Father, and give me like good reports? Because man, it's like two piece in a biscuit combo. Give it to me. I would love to have it. All right. Fake it till you make it. It's so funny because this episode seems like so short already. I felt like I had so much to say last episode, and really, that's only because there was so much I wanted to accomplish. But fake it till you make it. All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all this story tonight. I can't quite remember if I've put this story on the channel. I don't think I have. And so I want to talk about this and basically encourage people. First of all, this is called Be Happy with Yourself. This episode is called Be Happy with Yourself. This is why you should always be happy with yourself. I'm about to tell you a situation that happened to me when I got out of college. It was not a situation that I would wish upon anybody who thinks themselves to be my enemies because the situation was horrible for me. So, I'm gonna tell you guys about this date I had. My first ever official date, by the way, mind you. I'm changing names. You know what we do? We spin the names up. We spin it up, and we don't let it come back around unless they know and ask about it. All right. So I'm gonna cringe so hard in like 2 months when I watch this back. But we're gonna call him Lily. Okay, baby. We're gonna call him Macbeth. Macbeth, we're gonna call him Macbeth because he'll have no fury. But so Macbeth and I had been close friends. We really were. Macbeth and I, at one point, I feel like we were kind of inseparable. You know, we had a really great relationship. I had already told Macbeth I did not want to try a relationship with them. And it was nothing that they did wrong. I just felt like it was one of those situations where we were better off as friends. And like, me knowing myself back then, it was like I already knew if our lives was going to pan out the way that we wanted it to, or like even if I was gonna take up his dream and like follow him to college, I knew myself well enough to know I love you. I really do. I love you as a friend. But if I see this man walking down the street, and my mom was like, "You did not tell him that." And I was like, I didn't know how else to tell him because I had been trying to tell him for so many times that it wasn't going to happen. But, anyways, I can admit there were some moments where I thought, well, you know what? This just may happen between us. I wanted to believe that maybe it could be a thing because, I confessed. I tried to tell him how I felt when I was graduating. He didn't want it, okay? He had had a fiance, the whole shebang. We're not going to spill out all his business cuz like he really is a sweet dude and I wish him nothing but the best. Y'all don't know him anyway, but I just want to save face for baby. But and I said baby in a respectfully way. Like there's nothing there. Don't read too much into that. Please don't. But again, um there came a point in time where we circled back around to the whole it's me and you now. Hey, I've been waiting. I think I want to make a move now. Hey, baby, tell me how you like it. It was one of those things, And I reiterated to them again. I don't think that we should like push this envelope. But Macbeth thought we should not only push the envelope, we should sign it, stamp it, seal it off, and not return to sender. And baby, let me just say, first of all, I was asking my friends if this was a date. And my friends were like, if he's taking you out and paying you for something, then it's a date, right? And I feel like I'm having deja vu. I'm going to have to go back and see if I have told this story. I don't think I have. So we're going to, and if I have, if you're new here, you can hear it again on this episode. So great. Low key secondhand embarrassment at the fact that I don't even remember what I've talked about on here. But I probably won't talk about it again after this. But a refresher course, if you will. Macbeth said that they wanted to have a date or they wanted to go hang out. That's how they worded it. So in my mind, they wanted to go hang out. My friends was like, it's a date. My mama was like, it's a date. But me being stubborn, I was like, it's not a date because he didn't specifically say it was a date. So I get in the car. We're about to head out of town on the date. The first red flag was him telling me that he did not like K-pop, but he liked J-pop, as if J-pop was so much different from K-pop. I could have threw a man out of a car that day, but I did not. I let Macbeth survive. And like, I know J-pop is his only little thing and it's like its own little genre, but point is, don't be coming for me talking about, I don't listen to K-pop, but I listen to J-pop. They're both pop. Like, it's pop. It's pop. Whatever. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, I am a fan of both. I listen to J-pop, K-pop, J-rock, K-rock. I listen to all of it. All right, if it's music, it's probably found its way on my playlist. So, anyways, I'm showing them a couple of songs, trying to get them hyped up, and they're just not feeling it. Which, okay, K-pop is not everybody's cup of tea. But once again, the point I'm making here with that, seriously, is like, don't come and rain on my parade as if what you're doing is so much better. Especially to me, because I'm a music person. Like, I just like the vibe with music. All music, let me say this the best way that I can. Every genre of music has its own taste and its own selling points, and you should appreciate it for what it is. Thank you. So, anyways, we get ice cream, right? Num 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 num. It is beautiful. It is great. We love ice cream. After that, we go bowling. It just kind of crashes and burns there, okay? I am gonna just say I saw some things during that bowling match that I just wish I never would see again. And because once again, I want to spare this baby, I'm not going to say the air kicked on. Scared me half to death. I'm not gonna say what happened, but just know I felt like disrespected. And I don't think that they will ever know what I saw in that moment. But like, if you know, you know, and the only one that really knows is my best friend and my mom. Because, point being, all right, after that fiasco, we went out to dinner. Now, when we went to dinner to IHOP, they Macbeth wanted to go see a movie. I could kind of tell where it was going, and I was like, I'm uncomfortable. You know, I was uncomfortable. I felt like I was being forced to sit there and pretend like I was having a great time when I really wasn't having a great time at all. And it was mostly because they kept reminding me of the fact that I turned them down. And I just felt like it was very not only selfish of them, but like they kept misjudging me, you know, oh, because this story is gonna get great. And the fake it to the make it is about the date. But when I tell you about the rest of the story, you're gonna be like, nah. But yes. But so you know, they would tell the waitresses how I stood them up and didn't give them a chance. They even fronted me out in Walmart in front of other people, like their friends, about us not being together. And I'm like, it is not like that. Like, his narrative of it is I just didn't want to give him a chance. I just didn't like him. Like I was friend zoning him. And that was not the case. The only reason that I told him no was because he was my best friend and I did not want to ruin a relationship with my best friend. Like I cared so much about him as a person. I didn't want to break his heart. I didn't want us to end up on bad terms. And then okay, this is going to sound, how can I word this? All right. When I date, of course, I am dating like for the one. Now, I know I'm not going to find somebody like the guys are going to come up to me tomorrow and we date like for 2 weeks and then I'm going to be like, this is my husband. No, but when I date, I take that serious. Like I am trying to envision a future with you. He had shown me, once again, I am not going to let you know in what way, but I had seen what he wanted from us in high school. I had seen that because he showed it to me in so many ways. It's not even what you think it is, but I don't know if it's so much worse to tell you or to just leave it to your imagination. Just know I was warned and I was like, I'm trying to imagine this, but I can't imagine this the way you are imagining this. Okay. And so that's one thing I really had to think about because like procreating is part of what I want to do in life, right? I'm gonna just be honest. That is part of what I want, and like, if I can't look at you and be like, throw it against the wall. Oh, oh, mother, I am so sorry if you have to hear this, but I'm gonna speak my truth, okay, respectfully. If I cannot look at you and I'm like, you know what? Now that the ring is on it, you can like have your way in this place. I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Like I need that type of energy. It has to be, the vibes got to be flowing like this, you know? Like no Sahara deserts. Anyways, I was trying to, in so many words, in the gentlest of ways that I could possibly imagine, explain that it was not crossing into the circuits. Macbeth wanted me to go see a movie, and I was like, no. I need to get back to my knees. Honestly, I lied. The Lord knows I lied this night. I lied so much. I lied. Be honest, okay, with people, because I was like, I need to get back to my niece. Okay, I can't have her sleeping with my mom and dad. Like, I gotta take care of my niece. Which technically, it wasn't the fact that I had to get back to my niece. That part wasn't a lot, but it wasn't like I was needed. You know, they were probably happy that I went on a date because it was my first ever date. But and he was somebody that my parents were very much like for, and I was like, no. Anywho's, this is the part that I want to get to y'all and tell y'all this is the juiciest part of it all for me. We're riding back home, right? Listening to some tunes. We're just, let me see you 1-2 step, you know. Somo, I'm a ride. So okay, I'm gonna use Soma for this. So there was a song playing, and I can't quite remember what song it was, but he was controlling the song. So we're gonna imagine that it's Soma. I'm gonna show you what happened in that car, but I'm changing the song. So like it starts off in Macbeth, is like caressing the steering wheel, right? And then he's like, I'm alright, I'm alright, I'm alright. And like Macbeth turns his head to like look at me, right? And he's just, I'm alright, I'm alright, okay, I'm gonna use mechanic. So he driving and he like, rubbing on it and smacking it and just Shabba-dabba-ba-ba-ba. And I am sitting over here, y'all. I kid you not. I'm looking out the window the whole time. We're both looking this way, like it is some third person out here in the woods. I didn't want to look at it, okay? I didn't want him to look at me looking at it. I wanted to avoid it like the plague. It was just not happening. It was not happening. That was the worst hour of my life. It was so awkward and I wanted to evaporate. And that was one of the times I really was asking the Lord, like, listen, if this is when you were going to rapture me, just take me out. Like, just do it right now. Like, I'm having just so many emotions going on in my head. Like, I'm embarrassed from how he's treating me at lunch. I'm embarrassed from what I saw. And I'm embarrassed because you're sitting over here like trying to get me in your bed with this corny music and this steering wheel caressing. Like I first of all, at the time I was much more voluptuous than that steering wheel. I still am. So you're not convincing nothing, Macbeth. But anywho, Macbeth kept trying to get me to come over. And I was like, Macbeth, no. Okay. And like they literally were living right down the street from me at the time. They were living with one of our other mutual friends. And so basically they were like, let me show you this new house that we just got together and where we're living at. And I'm like, it's really late. I can't come. And do you ever get those like instinctive moments where you're not supposed to do nothing? Bestie, if you're watching, I know you do because we done talked about this. But it was kind of those things where I just knew I was not supposed to go anywhere but home that night. Like, I just felt like that was one of the times where I would have been just unhappy with how everything ended up. And I got home, all right, and I was like, I cannot believe the war zone of a day I just had. And honestly, I don't want to call it a day, but everybody was like, it's a day. He paid for your food and your ice cream. He drove y'all there and back. It's a date. Now, I didn't know if Macbeth like wanted me to because that was something that they always wanted. It was our first day. Like I'm back at home, like they feeling like the vibe is vibing, but the vibe was not vibing, safe to say. And then what makes this even worse is that's not even the worst part of the story. And honestly, I was a little mad at them too, because I'm like, you didn't even like, yes, we've went on this whatever of a first date it was, but we didn't do anything over like in my mind. Once again, I don't know how it's gonna happen. Okay, I know part of it is gonna be on my wedding night, but the way I feel about it is like there's gonna be candles, right? There's gonna be a scene. There's gonna be like rose petals all over the floor. Like, he's gonna look at me and be like, "You're my queen." All that jazz, all that jazz. I got none of that night. So why did you even think that like I would want to? I don't know. Maybe that's just a me thing. Maybe I'm a hopeless romantic. The world don't think like me. Okay, I hope my husband got enough sense to be like, okay, this is what she want. But point being, it was a big no, and I felt like you are supposed to be my best friend. You should know better. And so what transpired after that is essentially I ended up working at a job with him. Come to find out, Macbeth had been Hell Hath No Furion with another woman. So the best friend that I thought I had, and like the one person I never expected to do me dirty, like they did me dirty. And then what was so keen about it was because my hometown is a small town, literally, I got told by somebody else on the job I worked that Macbeth was messing around with her friend because the girl and my friend, they were friends. And so when I called Macbeth out on it, he was just basically like, it ain't even like that. Like, she came on to me. And oh, that was kind of just the end of that. Because you're not gonna pin this all on baby child. Like, she was the only one out here with limbs. Like, especially me seeing the no, reverse it. No, okay. But let us just say I checked on him. Seems like he's doing well in life. And I hope he's happy. Because if he's happy, truly, I'm happy. I don't think we were meant to be together. I still don't feel bad for us not ending up together. Like, it was just not going to happen. But fake it till you make it on your first date, I guess. So, the fake it till you make it on here. What I faked on this date was everything. The emotions, and I won't say everything. We had great conversations, but once again, I didn't want to believe it was a date, okay? And like, more than anything, I think I didn't want to believe it was a date because he didn't just straight out tell me it was a date. You know, if you want to take me on a date, say, "Can I take you on a date?" Don't say you want to just go hang out. No, I want you to tell me you want me to take me on a date, Macbeth. But safe to say, I faded till I make it when I was looking out that window, okay? If you don't know what to do and the situation is just awkward and you just avoid eye contact. First of all, you don't have to look over there, okay? You don't have to be focused about that person. Fake it. Look outside. Imagine that you're looking somewhere far, far away from anywhere that you are right now. Fake it. Fake it. If you gotta throw your niece under the bus, throw your niece under the bus. I'm sorry, God. Okay, don't do that. Don't lie. All right, because we don't want to sin. Okay, because the Father is watching. So being honest is like the best necessary course of things. It really is. But Lord, like Lord, come on now, something. It was true. Okay, in some ways, it was true, Lord. I really feel like that is half of my conversation with God. Like me just trying to convince him that my ideology was spot on and soundproof. And he's like, no, I don't want to hear this from you. So be honest if you can. Look out the window. Fake it till you make it. All right. Don't give that no type of energy. All right. If they say that it's not a date, you don't treat it like a date. Fake it till you make it. Be on your phone, all right? If it ain't a date, you can text who you want to text, all right? If it ain't a date, you see somebody coming by, you be like, you know what? That's a fine piece of merchandise. Go and get it, all right? But only if they say that it's not a date. Because if you out here breaking people's hearts and you know, Macbeth, that you wanted it to be a date, then you need to own up and say that it's a date so that your Shakespeare is not looking at somebody else. And I really don't know why I just didn't call him Shakespeare instead of Macbeth. We're not going to deal with that. As I bring this to a close, I really hope that made y'all giggle. Okay, really, I seriously don't have no bad feelings for McBaby. It is just that date was horrible. All right, and I do truly hate that they lied to me and strung me along because we were supposed to be best friends, and like I don't know. I think that just goes back to I said this on the Real Bible Stories, but like you really got to be careful when you let people in your heart and people, because even with time alone, like I had grew up with this person, like I had known of them, and that was still what I got, People most of the times, and this I don't want no like hatred towards him or like I don't want anybody taking this and hating people when I say it this way, but sometimes we only think about our own self-interest, and like I say, I know that back then that was something that Macbeth wanted. They wanted us to be together, and it was kind of like I'm gonna do what I can to get it together. But I mean, come to really think of it, I don't know if Macbeth wanted me or you wanted the V because you were out here lying about everything and like being cold in the process. Anyways, I digress. As we pull it to the last few knots, your 3 bullet points for this week is trust yourself. One thing I've really had to learn to trust about myself is my confidence in my voice. I sing, I'm on a worship team, I've always wanted to do this, and I really feel like that is the calling on my life, is to sing. I love worshiping God, I love praising him. I love using my voice to worship him. I went to school to be a music major, all right. Yeah, music is everything. And I've had to learn how to trust it because a lot of people have said a lot of things about my voice, and a lot of times it is not even truth. It is just insecurity, jealousy, and I took it as truth. I took it as law, and I ran with it. And even outside of like my gifts, what the Lord has blessed me with, a lot of times I question my thoughts. Like if the Lord tells me something, or if I see a vision of something, or like if the Holy Spirit whispers something in my mind, or like I am having a conversation with myself, it is hard for me to always believe that like I am right. And I think because more than anything, when I have had logical conversations with other people, it wasn't that I was wrong. They just wanted to be right. They wanted their point to be proven, but they didn't even want to try to look at it through my eyesight. So I say all that to say, be careful who you talk to, okay? And if you feel instinctively like something is wrong and people are trying to tell you it's right, or you feel like something is right and people are telling you it's wrong, follow your gut, okay? Because you know. And if you still feel unsure, go get another opinion, okay? Get two opinions. Because I have learned from the wise counsel of two people that like a lot of things I thought I was tripping about, I was not tripping about. Okay. Number two, pray and talk to God. Before everything you do, pray. Ask God if that's what he would will. I know people are like, oh, praying, praying, it saves your life. All right. When you talk to God and you make it known what you want, or you talk to God and you're like, listen, because we don't really just come to him for blessings. All right. But when you reveal to him, because he already knows, but he wants you to talk to him. And that's what prayer is. Prayer is you coming to him like, you ready, big dog? And just telling him what's on your heart, what's ailing you, like praying, and like not even praying for yourself, but praying for other people and praying for like the prosperity of other people. Honestly, for me, it does my heart so much good when I pray for somebody and the Lord answers their prayers, because I feel like he did it for me, like obviously he did it for them, but I helped pray for it, so that made me feel like he did it for me too, and praying to him and letting him direct my path. He has answered me for a lot of things. All right. A lot of things that I was like, Lord, I need your help in this because I just don't know. He's handled the situation. He's given me grace. He's given me mercy. And like, he's just had favor upon my life. He has been the best friend I could ever ask for, the best husband, the best father that I could ever ask for, just the best mom. All right, the best everything. But yes, the best husband I could ask for. That's my man's. But the Lord is faithful, and he will talk to you and he will hold your hand and guide you when you don't really know like which way to go, and you kind of just feel like you're sitting around drowning. He's gonna be there to throw you a raft, to reach his hand out and pick you up. So trust the Lord, talk to him, know that it is well, and yes, just be confident. And the last thing is, let go of negativity. Life tries to remind you how scary, well, I guess the world tries to remind you that like life is scary and hard. You look at too much news and, excuse me, you see a lot of tabloids reportings and stuff, and it makes you feel like life is not worth living. Yes, it is. Life is worth living. All is well. Don't look at so many news reports because they're only going to show you the negative stuff anyways. I try to really stay off of like celebrity drama because so many people are like divorcing and breaking up now. It is just crazy. Like, at this point, I'm just tired of hearing about everybody else's mess. I got enough mess by myself to deal with. All right. But me and SpongeBob good. We done cuddled many a nights and not had strife with one another. So y'all need to get it together, okay? But really, let go of negativity. Negative people, negative situations that are not going to change. Stop trying to change it. If those people are not going to change and it comes to a point where like it is hindering you and bringing down the quality of your life, walk away. Stop trying to hold on to them. Stop trying to fix everybody and make it better, because here is the harsh truth. You're not gonna make it better. The only thing you're gonna do is hurt yourself and stress yourself out, and like, you're gonna be the one who feels the backlash of it all. And it's sad. And I hate like being that honest, because I'm a type of person where I feel like I do have rose colored glasses and I'm very hopeful and optimistic, but I've had to realize that some people, they are not genuine, and sometimes it's not you, it's them. And you can't tell anybody to change who doesn't want to change. You can't force nobody to grow up or to be better. They have to want it themselves. And by you staying back and hanging on and trying like to make it work, it is not that it's a bad thing, but it comes a point to like, when are you going to put yourself first? And walk away from them and just let them be them, because your life is important. Your thoughts matter. Like how you are shaping up, that matters. Your time, your energy, your effort, all of that stuff is so important and so crucial nowadays. Just don't waste your time behind people who don't deserve it, okay? Because you're special, you are beautiful, you are loved, and you deserve people to treat you that way and nothing less. So, my friends, that has been my TED Talk. Thank you so much for rocking out with me. I hope if you okay. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please kiss me with the like button. Please comment below and talk to me. I know I give y'all wild, juicy stories, but I try to stay respectable because I really want y'all to laugh, but I don't want to be exposing too many people because I'm gonna feel so sad. If they pop up on my line and be like, "So you said," gonna be like, "No, I didn't say." No, but for real, thank you guys for always listening. And just, if you could take really anything away from this, it's just to be happy with yourself, man. Vibe out with yourself. Find out what you like, what you want out of life. Well, we're places that make your heart happy. Take yourself out to eat, all right? Take yourself out to sit in the park and smell the roses. There is nothing wrong with hanging out with yourself and treating yourself to good things, because once again, you deserve it all, babe. So please be gentle on yourself going into this next week. I hope you have a great week, okay? Please stay hydrated. Please get ready for the fall. All right, we got skeletons up over here. Well, not us, not our yard, but the neighbors got some tall skeletons. And man, I am just so excited for everything fall. But until next time, please always remember that the Lord does love and bless you. May He keep you. I love you, and I hope wherever you are, you're having an incredible day or an amazing night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on the podcast. If you want to check out the video, you can do so on my YouTube at DohiSama. But until next week, I've been your rambling host, DohiSama. Goodbye, guys.